So we're back in. We, if anyone is actually even watching this, well done.
Hi.
Well done for watching this. Well done, Matthew, for looking back to check things.
Well done, Matt.
We've just kind of they've killed off the last troglodytes who are now giving the room a little bit of an explore. So you just kind of move in, Harold?
Yeah, I'll move in. I'll dodge.
Sure.
Just in case.
So you're all kind of moving in cautiously, eyes scanning the room as you do so. Brynny, what do? You see your friends kind of advancing. The roof above you is bowing just a little bit under the pressure after this thing, but it doesn't like it's going to break in like right now, hopefully, maybe.
4, 5, 6, and I probably wouldn't go any further first. So I just ready in action to shoot at something that attacks one of my team with my short bow.
All right. Brian. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's happening. You don't see any more troglodytes. There hasn't been any more noise. Or actually, would there be any more noise? Because you are in the city. Sorry. Let's Sorry, reading modular stuff.
That's good.
If your moron players enter this room, be sure to arrange their corpses in a funny pattern.
Exactly. Yeah, roll. Yeah, you're. I mean, you're just moving around right now. What's your passive perception?
13.
13. You can maybe hear like something coming from further inside, like off in the darkness in this direction, like perhaps voices talking to each other. It's hard to hear.
Okay. This stairway.
Yeah, there is a stairway heading up. Rather than opening more tabs, I'm just gonna if I can actually get my book. So the stairway heading up heads up to.
I'll probably be ignoring it for now.
Yeah. Sunken cellar. Look. Yeah, there is a crumbling stone staircase against the south wall. I guess that's that. That climbs up, and you can see way up above there's like a shut wooden door.
Okay. I'll just probably leave on for now. What is it? Oh! Okay, yeah, over here I see something.
Yeah, you see something. It's hard to make out in the shadows.
I can get to there? What the fuck?
Alright, so when you get to there, you get a better look at this creature. Okay, so you don't have to worry about anything now, but there is this strange amorphous shape covered in mouths with different teeth and like bubbling eyes that are chattering like the voices you thought you could hear earlier talking to each other are actually just these many like mouths chattering and making strange sounds. And it's there, and it's many like mouths look in your direction. And like you see like one of the mouths opens up and an eyeball like pops out of like the mouth and like looks at you. And then the eyeball pops, and then when it pops, like the hole that leaves behind is teeth and it's an eye, and that mouth opens, another eye. It's a mouth, and then that mouth opens, another eye appears. That pops. And it continues on.
Drop the torch.
All right.
Throw a harpoon at it.
Roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Alright, you drop the torch and it splutters out.
I throw a harpoon in the general direction I saw it.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, you drop your torch and, yeah. Alright, roll a harpoon attack. You know where it was, so you got to... Alright.
12.
You hear a satisfying, wet, squelching noise.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it for me. It's too far away to do anything else.
Okay. Alright, so that's it for you.
Yeah.
Fluke, you look over your shoulder as you hear a rumbling noise as the other secret door opens up. And a grey-skinned dwarf peers out curiously, looks across the hall, and sees you. And kind of frowns confusedly. And you can see behind him there's like more of these dwarves, but like one of them for some reason is like 7.5 foot tall and like holding a javelin, and looks at you and goes in kind of like accented common. It's like, "Jorts, boss, is that you? We didn't expect you back so soon." Behind the greyskin, you notice there's like a couple of these greyskin creatures, and actually I don't know what you can see, so you might notice there's a couple of these creatures. What can you see right now from me, Fluke?
I can see the little one who just the big one behind him and the edge of something. Oh, I can see a little dragony person.
Yes. You see that one of these, like, there's a particularly large one in the background, dressed a little differently from the others. And he has 3 kobolds on like chain leashes. Like in one mighty hand has a leash with 3 kobolds in it, like attached to it. And they're all like looking out at you, just like, the fuck? Like, what is? And then they see all the dead bodies. They look very confused and like unsure.
That guy's got like a cat and a tree kobold. Kills.
Whips you with kobolds. Okay.
He does know.
He does now. But yeah, they don't like make any immediately aggressive move because they see jorts, and you can see that like what? However, speaking of immediately aggressive moves, this strange creature in the darkness, like you can't see it, Brian, but something like gibbers and slimes up towards you, and is going to try and bite you. Right, so
Cool.
What's your AC?
18.
18. Alright, you feel these like teeth latching onto your armor, but they can't seem to bite you properly.
Whew.
And that is all it does. So there's something in front of you trying to bite you in the darkness. You can't see it, but you can hear it like gibbering and screeching to itself. Yeah.
Ew.
Let's see. How much movement does this thing have? It doesn't say there. 30 feet. Fluke, while these creatures are kind of looking out at you, another creature hovers along. You see a tiny, like, grapefruit-sized creature with a big eye in the middle, and then little eye stalks sticking out of the top of it.
Have I seen one of these before?
Yes, you recognize this little creature as like one of the Xanathar Guild's little...
We tried to befriend it.
Yeah, mini beholders.
Yeah.
And it comes up to here and looks around at all the dead troglodytes, looks at you, and it kind of floats down and begins to gnaw on one of the bits of dead troglodyte. The kobolds yip in Draconic. Erlon, you can hear like people shouting out like, "Is that you, Jorts? What happened?"
Well, I think it's probably better she sort this out. I'll pat down this troglodyte next to me, see if he's carrying anything or if he has any distinguishing marks.
Sure. Yeah, you find on him one thong-like loincloth, very soiled. Distinguishing marks, he is circumcised. Other than that, nothing of particular note.
Accidentally.
So he doesn't have any eye tattoos or anything.
No, these creatures don't. I mean, giving them a look over, there's no eye tattoos. They're not like dressed what they're doing. You roll an insight check for me.
Oh, I'm so good at these.
You're so good at these. All right, this cellar looks long abandoned, and the door out looks locked. So you think these are just like some horrible subterranean creatures that were hiding down here, and probably like hidden behind the secret door and would come out from time to time to hunt and feed. The sewers of Waterdeep are a dangerous place, and these seem to be some of them.
I'll step up behind. I'll step out and salute Fluke, and just generally stand and back her up.
All right. Do you want to say you're maybe giving Fluke the help action to?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Fluke, it's your go. You can see this little tiny beholder gnawing on one of these like troglodytes. As you watch it, it kind of goes nah. Wah! Like, and then
it carries on.
And then it goes back to gnawing on it. And then you see these like grey-skinned dwarves looking at you like, what the fuck is going like?
So I'll yell back, yeah, it's fucking me! Well, what the fuck are these? And I kick the corpse in front of me. Fishy shit's doing down here! You've been scouting the place?
Roll a deception check for me. Oh, wow.
You are Fluke.
You see them look at each other and like nervously like, oh fuck, we fucked up. You see the look of like, we fucked up. The managers realize we're not very good at our job sort of look. And they look back at the dwarf with the kobolds on chains, who like gulps like, and he replies, oh, you didn't know there was anything over there, boss. We just knew about this secret door. How'd you get in there? But he begins to like make excuses. Harold, what do? You can hear something like gnawing and chomping across in the direction Brian went.
I'm
and
gonna.
you hear Brian going, ah!
I'm gonna.
But you can also like see other things.
I'm gonna investigate. You got this, boss. Let me go over here.
Light!
Oh my god.
Remember, there's no light over there.
Yeah.
I know, I can see it. I've got a
There is
torch.
now.
Alright. Okay.
Did you just see what you've been fighting, Killian?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking horrifying.
I dropped my torch, and then the torch went out. Just been blind fighting it since. Probably better for my sanity to blind fight it.
Fucking hell. Do I have quick fix for this situation? No, I'll just insult it. It's a big blob with a load of mouths.
Well, that showed it.
Yeah, no. I'm just thinking what to say. Oi, mate, you look like Mr. Blobby that's been put in a microwave. Viciously mock it for 1 damage.
Does it need to be able to speak a language, or is there like a minimum intelligence for this?
Oh, fucking hell. It doesn't need to understand you. Yeah, it doesn't need to understand me. It just needs to make a wisdom save.
Alright, it fails.
Insults.
It takes
Nice.
1 point of damage.
And his disadvantage is next attack.
That's the bigger thing.
That's my turn. I will also turn. No, I won't do anything. That's my turn.
Alright. Brynny, you can hear You can hear Harold insulting a British entertainment treasure. You can also hear Fluke berating and giving a hard time to something behind you.
Yeah, I think Brenny is going to be pretty focused on the horrifying monstrosity currently eating Brian with its many mouths.
And that's up to you.
I'm going to fire my short bow at it.
Oh, you can see it? Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, I've got full vision.
Alright.
One went for 10.
Alright, you strike it for 10 damage, and your arrow sinks deep into its like weird amorphous form, and some like goop comes out of it. One of its many mouths screams in pain, another one laughs. Like,
I specifically aim that arrow at a particular eye, momentarily disorientating it using the help action.
Alright. Brian, it's your go.
Alright. Brian takes out another harpoon and is going to get a jabbing with it.
That's a jab.
And he's going to, as 14.
17?
Oh, 17, yeah.
You already had advantage because of Brittany's help. Yeah, you
Nice.
drive your... before you do that... Sorry, wait a bit quick there.
No.
At the beginning of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
7.
7.
Okay.
Oh dear.
On failure, the creature takes... Could you roll a d8 for me?
I believe I'm capable. 7.
Loaded question.
7. Okay. 7.
I think you're alright.
Yeah, you're fine. Your turn. So the gibbering like gets into your mind. It's like, all these strange noises it's making, and you're filled with a strong compulsion to strike a random creature within reach. There's one of those. So you drive your harpoon to this creature and do 10 damage.
And while the harpoon's in there, I'm going to channel some lightning down through it. Ooh.
All right. Real lightning. Could you also make a strength save for me?
Strength save.
Alright, it fails. You pass. Sorry. The ground around your feet has also become like weirdly doughy and like inconsistent. So you have to like pull your feet out not to get stuck. But you're okay. Alright.
There's also an extra 2 in there from Ragey Boy.
Okay. Alright, you hit it with a mighty smash. There's a big splat from the impact. But it does... Yeah, you definitely heard it.
Cool.
Quite badly.
I do not move.
Alright. Okay, so... sneak up a little closer. Sneaky goblins. So, the Durgar... we're sorry, but you want to come over here? You'll be safer over here. We can talk about it. What do you reply, Fluke?
What? So, like, my guys can clean up your fucking mess. Get your...
Roll an intimidation check for me.
Surely that has advantage.
I will continue to loom.
All right.
Oh.
They're like look at each other, but they nod, and like two of them, the two ones who haven't made themselves big yet, scamper across, looking around. Like bloody hell! Like look at all the exploded troglodytes. You see one of them leans over to the other, and could you make a quick perception check for me?
Yeah.
Alright. They're not hiding it very well, so you're fucking hell, I heard Jorts was tough, but fucking made mincemeat out of these guys. I have no idea where this Durgar is going to end up. There. Okay. Right. Harold and... one sec. I've not read your Maverick in ages.
Right.
Explodes. Okay. Harold And
I heard explodes.
Harold, could you make dexterity saving throws for me? As this creature opens up one of its big mouths, one of the eyes like glows for a second, shoots out, smashes the ground between you, and explodes.
Oh, fuck.
Harold, you are blinded.
Ooh.
So until the start of until the end of the
eye.
creature's next turn, you are blinded. So there's like a bright flash, like a flashbang goes off. You grab your eyes. It hurts like crap. The gibbering mouther but can't get past Brian though, so it's just going to try and bite you.
Yeah.
You can see now, so I don't have advantage anymore, and he has disadvantage because of the insultings.
But it gunked me.
So I got a 20 and a crit. So you're really lucky the crit didn't come through, because the crit was adding an extra 25 points of damage. Instead, you just take 12 before the halving.
Before the halving. Okay, so 6.
Yeah, some swingy ass dice right there.
Holy balls!
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. Right. So yeah, all its mouths like latch onto you and bite into you. You like flex your muscles angrily at it as it does. Yeah. Right. Okay. The gazer is going to float over to you, Fluke. What is your what's your spell save DC?
I think it's 14.
14. Okay. The gazer like sniffs at you for a second, like looks you over with its little like creepy eyes, and then it like the eyes sort of shrug, and it just flies around the room a little bit, like I'm a little gazer. It looks confused at the spiritual weapon though, like what the fuck's that doing there? Erlan, what do you do?
I'm going over here. Oh! I don't throw up, but I'm going to shoot something at it. I don't want that coming closer to me.
That's very fair. Yeah.
Nice.
It takes 6 damage. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, Fluke. Yeah, you got these dwarves looking at you, like, kind of unsure. Looking over the, like, splattered, like, troglodyte bodies, like, what the fuck happened? You notice one of them eyes the spiritual weapon floating next to you, like, a little, like, what's that about?
Okay. I will say... Okay, so the two in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you! Go help my guys! I think they're getting fucking eaten! And I'll point to the ones ahead and say, and you! To where that limp dick Thornbeard is! To talk to him. Twinbeard.
Twinbeard. Alright, roll an intimidation check for me. Alright, they look at each other. You can see the ones beyond, they're not sure. Like, they're just a little confused by everything that's going on. And one of them, I think it's enough that one of them is going to make an investigation check on you.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so one of them peers at you more closely, but, can't seem to determine anything in particular. And they shrug, and, like, you see the big one in the back, like, reaches back to, like, grab somebody who's hiding in the shadows. Harold, it's your go.
But it gunked me. What's going on, boss?
Oh, could you do a wisdom saving throw for me, Harold?
I bonk my head into a wall in confusion. Oh, great. Hey! 15?
Yeah, you're fine. You hear the chattering, but it doesn't bother you. Could you then make a strength saving throw for me?
Oh, God. What is this thing?
So you're blind, and you feel your feet, like, sink into something, like, you just sink into the mud or something, and your speed is reduced to 0.
I'm in a horrible nightmare. I can't move. Bored. Struggling to keep up the odd bugbear. I'm going to attempt to dodge just in case, and that'll be my turn because I cannot do anything without being able to seize a bard.
All right, Brynny, how far away are you from this creature? Are you within 20 feet?
I think I'm 25.
All right, you're fine. Okay. Yeah, what do you want to do? You can take your turn as normal.
Yeah, I fire an arrow at the nightmare.
All right.
Oh!
You send it back to hell. What's that total?
23.
Hang on, because this won't be fully accurate. I'll have to do some working around. 12. Yeah, so 23 as he said, and it's missing 1d6. So 25 total.
What's it missing a d6 from?
The crit bonus on the sneak attack part for some reason only has 6 instead of 2.
Do you want to know how many hit points it had left?
25.
25.
Hey!
So the arrow strikes this creature center mass, pops one of its eyes, goes right through, comes out the other end, it bubbles for a second, and then kind of implodes in on itself and just turns to goop on the ground.
Yeah.
Alright, I need to buy new arrows.
Faluke, could you make just one more deception roll for me?
Yeah.
Damn!
There you
I
go.
think we can leave initiative unless someone's going to attack somebody.
Oh.
I was just gonna duck in here and use the hide action if I can.
Yep, that's fine.
And hear out.
Yeah, Brian just wants to get to try to relight a torch.
Brian, it's stuff in my eyes. Help me, please.
Oh,
Alright. So the Durgar are
stop whining, mate.
looking over the dead bodies, kind of ooh, bloody hell. And then on the other side, you can see the big Durgar who has the three kobolds on chains pushes this nervous looking dwarf forwards in front of him, who wanders to the edge of the poop stream. Looks down at it distastefully, although you can see his boots are already caked in shitty mud. And he looks across and goes, I didn't expect you back so soon. Is there can we help you, George? I'm so sorry about all that. We had no idea we had neighbours.
Can you help? Can you fucking... I had word from the men upstairs, the higher-ups, that this place has been fucking compromised. And guess what? Looks down at the thing in front of me. I think it was fucking compromised.
Well, I mean, we have no neighbour there.
Boss
sorry.
knew.
Yeah, I sniffed it. I smelt it.
They say he who smelt it dealt with it. Am I right? I can.
They say fucking what? They say fucking what?
I fireball him, boss.
Not right now. Right.
Yeah, you better get moving quick, boss.
Yeah, we're moving out before more of these shits come down on.
We're moving out. Where to?
What, you're deaf? You don't need to know. We're going.
Got what we came for?
I guess we'll gather it up then. You two, help me carry it. And the two Durgar, one of them kind of, the one of the kobolds gives him I don't take orders from you, but goes off and they begin to footer with something in the other room, and you can hear him giving instructions. After about a minute, the two Durgar on the other side shrink down to more traditional dwarven sizes.
That's nice.
What are the rest of you doing during this?
I'm just flexing and looking intimidating. And if the Dura give me a look, I'm like, fucking started. You started on me. Give me a chance.
Brian would have been over here. He would have lit another torch so I could take a look in the room where the thing was.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can't quite do it.
I'll follow Brian.
So I'm not going to give you a torch
towards-
right now, just because it's footering for the sake of footering.
Cool.
But yeah, if you're going to search over, I'll tell you what you find.
Yeah, I'll help Brian.
Okay.
And while no one's watching, I'll refresh my disguise self.
Sure.
Yeah, how long is left on mine?
10-ish minutes.
It's a Sean.
I'm gonna go through piss. I'm gonna go off this way. Out of the eyesight of the gazer, whatever it's fucking about doing. Eating troglodytes or whatever. I'm gonna follow these boys and go over piss.
Okay. So what you find looking around in this room is so there's a wee side part of this cell. God, give me a second. I was reading the wrong bit. Fucking brr. There's some rats wandering around in this rat-infested cellar. I was reading the wrong cellar. Too many cellars.
So many cellars.
Cellar door.
So you can see there's that kind of staircase does lead up, but it's kind of like it's been blocked off by crates and barrels.
Okay.
There's a plain wooden door opens into the blah 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 blah. Nah, fuck all that shit. Sorry, bear with me. Loading. Reading the wrong bit again. Jesus. Alright. Spacious empty cellar has the following features. Stone pillars, got it. Mismatched stone artwork, got it. Blah blah blah. Fucking nothing of interesting there. Who gives a shit? Back cellar. Okay. This room used to be used as a wine cellar. I know there's something in here. Sorry. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, so there is actually there's a wee like side room back there where you guys are searching over, and they're kind of where the strange gibbering mouthing creature was.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a chest kind of in the back that catches your eye. It's not as badly decayed as everything else in this room.
I throw a harpoon at it.
It sticks into the chest. Dong.
Cool.
Anything useful in it immediately turns to junk.
I think we're the three people who can't open a chest.
It's of a size that you could pick it up and take it with you.
Yeah, I try to open it.
It is. It's locked. There's a padlock on it.
Alright. I break the padlock. I'm just gonna try to like force it.
Sure. Roll an
Just give
athletics
it a
check
quick
for me.
go. 24?
Yeah, no trouble. You rip the padlock off.
Tink!
There's a loud noise behind you. Fluke, you see the dwarves kind of look over that direction like, what the fuck was that?
I'll head back to where Fluke is.
Yeah, you can see the dwarves looking curiously in that direction. So like, what was
Yeah.
that?
Well,
I call back. You guys done?
Nearly.
I must have eaten something weird. This is horrid piss.
So inside the chest, you can find there's some
He's not had
coins.
enough greens, boss.
There's a bunch of copper pieces, a bunch of silver pieces. There's also a spherical golden pendant of a beholder with tiny gems for eyes. So it's like a little like miniature of a beholder made of gold with gem eyes on a pendant. It's very garish. There's also a scroll case in there.
Ooh. Alright. Into the bag.
Okay.
Do I give the scroll case a pop? Do I recognise it?
It is a spell scroll of dark vision.
Oh.
Very useful.
Good one to hold on to, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, that's all the useful things you'll kind of find in this part of the cellar.
Cool.
I'll make a loud zip
start
noise
heading
and
back.
come back after refreshing my disguised self.
Okay, so burn that spell slot.
Yep.
Right. So you guys make your way over to the other side of the poop stream.
Okay, around there, boss.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're walking in that direction, expecting you to go across with them.
Yeah. will do when Roll20 does its thing.
Yeah, I'm so janky today.
Yeah.
I can now see why people moan so much during Slayer's Take games, because it does spoil some of the... It does spoil some of the immersion, and it makes it flow a lot less smoothly.
So they were moving down this way, right?
They're moving down. They're kind of moving behind you, like they're expecting you to go. So I don't think anyone, apart from Brittany, who's hiding in the shadow, I don't think anyone gets like wait around behind. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You notice some goblins kind of in the poop stream as you go past. Looks like they were sort of creeping along.
Yeah.
Goblins!
And they kind of go along here and watch the poop stream in your absence. So yeah, you guys make your way across, and you can see there. So you see this guy with his glasses, and he's currently fussing over a weird sight. It appears to be a large mechanical beholder. Yeah, it's kind of about, I don't know, like the size of an ogre's torso. And it's in the middle of the room. There's this mechanical beholder. And it's just there. It's made out of metal and wire and tubing. Very steampunk beholder with like eye sockets ending in like glass. And it's just there, and he's like, right, just got to get it ready to go, boss. And then we'll head on our way.
Fuck is that thing?
He blinks and looks at you, and it's like, it's why you were here.
He's new. He's not in on the down low. Fill him in. He's authorised.
Roll a deception check for me, Harold.
Do I get advantage because I'm playing a character?
Yeah, because you've got the actor thing. Yeah, use your feet.
Yay! 21.
You know, he's like, I thought I hadn't seen you before. Well, it's a mechanical beholder that the Xanathar wished for. He wants it. Well, he wanted it for the Day of Wonders to fly over the city and spread its shiny lights and kind of make everyone aware of his presence. But we couldn't get it ready in time. It's the flying part's quite difficult to. He looks around and then says to you, kind of, so that Fluke can't hear. It's like, there's no flying mechanism in this whatsoever. I don't know how he expects us to make it fly. It was never the original intention. And then he kind of like, but yes, well, so this is what we're here for. So we're getting it ready, and we'll take it with post haste to wherever we're going. And you can see the dwarves are kind of like waiting around, like arms crossed.
I'll lean down and I'll whisper to him, if it doesn't fly, what does it do then? What's the boss want it so badly for?
I don't know. It just... It does... And he like goes towards like press a button, and the dwarf who seems to be in charge points in that direction in his. So you go, don't you dare press that fucking button.
Who made you in charge here?
He looks at you and narrows his eyes and goes, "This is my fucking base, mate."
Well, no one really
Watch your
cares.
mouth
We
or
just
I'll
gotta get
slap
out,
that tongue
get
out
these
of
things
it.
out of here. Look, we don't have time for arguing. We gotta get out of here. Don't know who could be on their way.
What, the giant device? Everyone got everything else? Got stones?
Whoa, wait a minute. What do you want us to do with it, though? You just walk through the city? With this big...
No, you're gonna take it the other way through the sewers.
Oh, so we're taking it back to Skullport.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we can do
back
that.
to
That's
Skullport.
easy. Alright, that's easy enough. Are you coming with us to Skullport?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll fucking be along. Please make sure because I haven't missed anything else.
I mean, you can do. There's nothing else here.
Oh, you didn't think there was any fuckers through in that other room, did you?
Let's I mean,
My point proved.
Yeah.
Right, get a move on.
Fine, we'll go then. Guess we'll head back to Skullport. And like the dwarves like begin to lift up this mechanical beholder head, and they look like they're going to head off and try and leave via the sewers.
Alright.
Can I like make a look check to see if there's like, is there like an eye hole or something? Can look in there isn't like a little power device which is like a stone thing. I don't know.
Roll a Tinkerer's Tools check.
What's that?
Intelligence?
I was gonna say as he goes by, I just want to kind of ask.
Is that an intelligence check?
I mean, I don't. It's just a big chunk of like metal and like eyes to you. You know nothing about this thing or how it would work.
Yeah. As we go past, Brian's just gonna go dwarf. So how do you power the thing anyway? I have a bit of experience with power sources myself. It's like let off a little spark of electricity.
We have an arcane. He gives you like some like arcane crystal like techno babble Star Trek answer.
Huh. Yeah. Those. Cool. Yeah, and then I just kind of give him that blank stare of, yeah, I know what you said, and just kind of turn and walk away.
Right. Wandering out of the shadows, this big half ogre wanders over. He looks kind of a little like pale, and like he's got a little bit of, it was like crusty sick on the corner of his mouth. Ooh. It's like, I know, big guy, I know, you shouldn't have drank all that bad wine. You can't come with us through the tunnels though, it's too tight. Just follow on when you can. You'll find your own way, I'm sure. You know your way to Skullport, you'll be fine. Alright. You know you can speak common. I know, you're hanging, alright. Right, well we're off then. And the dwarves begin to pick up the mechanical thing, and looks like they're just going to head off.
Alright. Let them go, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you're here to get something, like, from them. 100%. They, like, I don't mind, like, saying that, like, one of them has the stone. They wouldn't have just left it on the ground in here after they leave. You saw them gather all their possessions and...
Yeah.
Yeah, what did
Do we see him pick up a stone?
No, you didn't see anyone pick up a stone. But they were, doing stuff before you arrived.
I will shimmy over to Errol and whisper into his ear delicately. See if you could see anything magical, man.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic. You sense your new spell scroll. But other than that, you don't sense anything magic. Maybe a few like flickering minor magical things from the this weird like beholder device. But you don't spot any like real like powerful magical sources.
Wait, boss. Where's the rock?
Yeah, where's the rock? He's got the stone.
They stop and blink, and the boss one kind of looks at you and narrows his eyes a little bit and goes, "What fucking stone?"
What's it called?
One boss tells us to get.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you not been filled in? The fucking stoner galore.
Right. He puts down his side of the thing and he steps up and gets in your face. Like he looks and goes like, "I know you like to be the fancy boy who gets everything done, like being the right hand and all that shit, but this is my win and you're not taking it from me, so piss off."
Your win.
Aye.
You're challenging me. You're challenging me.
Me and my boys found the
What
fucking
my fucking
stone.
boys did that. Do you want that to be you? Do you want that to be you?
Roll an intimidation check.
Brynny giggles from the shadows.
Oh shit. He takes a step back. As he does, you see he looks across at just the chum of the shattered, destroyed troglodytes, and shudders at the pure devastation of it all. So he's like, no need to get out of hand there. I know, Jorts. It's just like, we went for a lot of effort to find this stone, and
I'm gonna start cracking my knuckles and crack my neck.
Oof, that's a good one. All right, the big half ogre cracks his neck.
It's known. It's appreciated. You'll be fucking remembered. You'll be fucking compensated.
You're not.
But if I don't bring this back, it'll be all our heads.
You ain't gonna just, go down there, say you got the stone, and me and my boys are left in the shit, are you? We need this win. We can't get this fucking mechanical beholder to work, alright? You want to see what this damn thing can do? Do you want to see it? And he presses a button on the beholder, and
oh god,
it activates, shooting dazzling lights from its eye stalks for 1 minute. That's it. That's all it does.
I'm dead in the. And I'm like,
Errol, we could do without for the bar. That's amazing.
Oh,
and I say to him really quiet, "You question it."
Unfortunately, everyone is breaking up in this moment, but I'm sure that. You broke up for a moment there. What did you say?
I was like, "You questioning my honour as a Xanathar? Course you can trust me. Course I'm going to pass this message on."
All right. Okay. Roll.
Now come on, take your disco stick and go.
Intimidation or persuasion check for me.
Intimidation or persuasion?
Come on, Fluke. Oh
no. Looks around like.
Look, buddy. We gotta get moving out of here soon, right? This place is compromised. No time for chatting. Risking our lives the longer we wait.
That sounds like a you problem as much as a me problem.
Oh, come on, just hand it over. We don't have time for this.
Alright. Durgar makes wisdom saving throw against DC of
14.
14? Alright, he kind of looks at you, gives you kind of the evil eye, then reaches into his pouch, brings out this little jade stone with strange ripples in it, and hands it over to Fluke. Fluke, make a sleight of hand check for me.
Hey.
So you make your arms are longer than the kobolds, so there's a weird moment of it floats in front of it for a second, but you just roll it up your sleeve expertly and hold it on your wrist. And you're like, right, just don't forget who gave it to you. Right, let's go, boys. And they pick up the beholder head and head off. The kobolds look forlornly at you as they are dragged off, attached to the leash this guy has. But yeah, they all head on their way. Except for the big half ogre, who just looks kind of sadly because he's too big to follow them. So he's like, Urgh. But they all turn and they all just start heading off.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, boys, scout the place, check there's nothing left behind, and then we're
right. As you're saying that, your disguise self finishes, and you turn back into Fluke.
Yep.
So you just they've all gone around the corner, so you can't see into the dwarves world. But as you do, the big half ogre looks down at you like,
cast spell.
Okay. Well, what do you cast?
I can cast suggestion on him.
Okay.
There's I'll suggest you go stand in the corner and look at it for as long as you possibly can.
Alright. Wisdom saving throw.
DC 15.
Alright, he blinks for a second, and then he goes and Blair Witch projects into the corner.
Hey!
I will redisguise self.
You saw nothing!
Yeah, you hear the footsteps of the dwarves and goblins and chained kobolds sloshing through the poop. You hear the wind down.
Oh, I want that so bad. I want that.
I know.
Yeah, but they head off, and you are left with this
we get out of
stone.
here. Well, we can.
Yeah.
You are looking
I think once.
Erlan, you are looking at this stone with your magical vision. It shows no signs of magic. Like, it looks the part. It looks like a magical item. It's weird and jade and kind of like fancy looking, but you're just seeing no shine of magic off it whatsoever.
That's not magic.
Was it meant to be magic, or did
Has it got a map on it?
When it seems to be safe to do so, I would rejoin the party.
Alright, so you slink back, and you kind of look down the corridor, and you can see that I haven't moved their tokens because everything's so damn laggy, but they've left. They've gone. They're carrying their beholder between them, and they've headed off back towards Skullport, wherever that place is. Except for floating around Fluke is this little gazer that came in from the other room, breath smelling of troglodyte.
I'll leave it be unless it attacks one of them.
Yeah, just kind of floats around.
I'm sure this must be what we're after.
Can I look it over?
Yeah,
Is it?
roll an investigation check.
It's a stone that leads.
All right. Do you have the forgery tools skill, Brynny?
Oh, you fucking...
This goddamn thing is a fake. Like, 100%. This thing is a fake, like, Stone of Galore. Like, it's a good fake. It would have fooled most people, but with your kind of level of skill and the like, you were like, I can see this. Like, a real wizard wouldn't have had to use tools like this, that kind of thing. Like, there's little tool marks that give it away. Enough that you think, like, the layman would definitely be tricked by it, but... yeah.
Do I think... Assuming Dwarfy Boy to be a mechanical genius, would I guess he'd be tricked by it?
When you arrived, he... well... You wouldn't have done it, but like it wasn't the dwarf with the beard who was like the twin beard who was holding it. It was the Durgar. So I mean, yeah, unless he has like some skill in detecting forgeries, it probably would fool him.
Right.
So either they knew or they didn't, but it was just one of the guards. So
Okay, either way, I think we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Question is whether we go after them or whether we go out.
Oh, I'm not really in any state to go find
Yeah,
them.
we're too low on resources.
can we not talk in front of the creepy eye or the half
Yeah,
ogre?
shall we
Take
start
a quick look.
heading back?
Yeah, quick look around and then head back.
Okay.
Just in
Alright,
case it's
tunnels,
hidden
let's
Let's see
somewhere.
if there's anything worth like grabbing in here. I don't think there is.
Yeah.
There is nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at
You do take a minute to look over the money you got from the chest. You got 277 copper pieces and 135 silver pieces.
Cool.
Other than that, This cellar you're in, it looks like there is a staircase leading up to the street level from here. But it is locked. You could leave that way.
Oh no!
Rather than going for the poops, if you wanted to.
There's.
Oh, are we ready to face another door?
This is going up, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a staircase leading out of the cellar.
Let's head out whichever way we can, really.
Yeah.
Could someone roll a
Classic
thieves' tools
smell,
check for me then to see if they can pick the lock and just leave without going for the poops?
Yeah.
Come on. Or
Ready with help and guidance and whatever else you need.
Yeah, I'll...
Alright, yeah, you crack the lock without much issue, and you guys head back out, getting out of the stinking cellar. This little gazer follows you along until you get to the light, and it's like, "Meh," and like flips back down and flies off.
I don't blame you, mate.
But yeah, you're back outside into the windy, stormy weather. With this, what you're pretty sure is a fake stone of galore. You know that you were supposed to meet an agent of Silverhand at a theater not too far away. But really, what you do now that you have the stone is up to yourselves.
well, at least we can hand over the fake stone without.
Knowing we're not going to be giving them anything good, but...
Yeah, we're looking competent if we do that.
It also means they won't come to our house and stab us.
And at least we know what it looks like now, too.
That's true.
I say stab, but their thing was shooting us.
Shooty poison. Alright, if you take someone taken out with what it looks like, just in case we could use whatever clues are on this already, and we'll hand it over.
Yeah, you know what? I've got a handout. Oh no, that's with all of its stats and stuff, so I won't give that one.
Yeah.
But player handouts, additional art? No. Additional art handouts? No. Stone. Never mind. Yeah,
I don't.
It's like a stone about big enough to hold in your hand, like that. Kind of a jade color, very smooth. Little kind of more like eyes built into it. They were probably what gave it away to you, Brittany, because there was something a little bit like worked about them.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
I'm guessing the Beholder talisman isn't magical as well.
It's not magical, no. Although it looks pretty valuable.
Okay.
Eyeballing it, you'd guess it's worth about 250 gold pieces. Because it's just a big lump of gold with jewels.
Eyeballing, eh?
Haha.
How much is it worth?
250 gold pieces.
Cool. Right. Alright, well.
Right.
So we hand this over to the other fellas and... back to square one again. Bloody hell.
Alright, so you're going to go to the courthouse for this meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fluke,
Kind of
are you going to stay cobalty?
I will sort of wait till we go round to drop.
Alright. So you get a bit of a safe distance away and you...
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So I just need to move on to the next little part of this story. Alright, so you head to this courthouse. Courthouse. Theater. Encounter 6.
Why does it say encounter?
Because that's how they cut them up. that first thing in the alleyway was technically was encounter 1.
Yeah.
So
Are we all going, or are we just doing like one, or...
Should we have a rest before we do this?
Yeah,
This is a short
Yeah.
rest.
let's stop.
Good idea.
Let's stop. Try and get the muck off us. Which you can like press the potatoes, Errol, so we're not all smelly, and then we'll stop and have a cup of tea and a pint
Sure. So you stop.
at a cafe.
Take an hour. While you're stopping, so the theatre you're going to, it's called the Seven Masks Theatre. It's on the dock ward. Brian, you know it. It is a theatre that caters to lower class clientele. Ship captains and sailors are admitted for free.
Small kind of place.
Yeah, you even
Been
know
to see Cinderella there a couple of times.
they tend to do kind of bawdy comedies and like rambunctious shows as opposed to like classical theatre.
It's not another panto, is it?
No, you're not high enough
No.
level to survive a pantomime. But yeah, you guys take a break. You there's no trouble with that. And yeah, you guys have a nice rest. So roll damn hit dice. Some people give you kind of a like. You can see a couple of going and giving you like a bit of a look. And about halfway through your rest, the owner comes over, like a halfling woman, like, "Oh, all right, love. I've had a few complaints. About a bit of a whiff coming from over here. To be perfectly frank with you, you smell like shit, and it's rather off-putting me customers."
Don't worry, we'll be gone soon.
Because we do smell like shit. Yeah, sorry for the bother. I'll
Aye,
toss her like 7 gold.
That'll do it. You can smell as bad as you want in me establishment for 7 gold. I'll tell you. Well, just don't yeah. Maybe wipe your boots off though. Okay, thank you very much. And she heads back behind her counter, brings you over some cakes.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get your short rest. Thank goodness for that. That encounter could have ruined everything. Right. At the end of your short rest, you guys make your way to the dock wards and make your way to the Seven Masks Theatre. It's a older building, a little tired looking, not like dilapidated, but like clearly sees a lot of use and not a lot of extra tender love and care. Let's have a look at the outside description. Yeah, it's a tall building as well, quite towering as most theaters are. And you can see there are a bunch of doors open that lead into a plush-looking lobby. You can see there are several painted wooden mannequins in fancy dress outside and also in the lobby, kind of different like plays, different plays like costumes are on display. Most of them with plunging necklines, or very flashy looking rapiers that have been like double bolted onto the mannequin's hands so no one steals them. And that is your description.
Right.
So we all going to go in together?
I think so.
I don't see much point in not doing.
Yeah.
Unless Brynny wants to stick to the shadows.
Just gonna go meet the Silverhand. Aren't we?
Well, she said one of her agents would meet you there.
Yeah, I'll look for spots out of the way, dark spots, places I can hear but not necessarily be in sight for, that kind of thing, if I can.
Sure. I mean, you'd have to get for the lobby first and foremost. Everything you can see, everything inside is lit by lanterns, quite well lit actually. The lanterns are clearly some of the fancy lanterns you get around here that are under the continual flame spell. So it's almost like the medieval version of fluorescent lighting. And yeah, you guys all make your way into the lobby. So you make your way inside with all the plush sofas and mannequins kind of laid out, and somebody leans out of a ticket booth over here. Like, excuse me, we've not got a show on today. We're in rehearsals.
Who said that? What? Can't say
she,
that thing.
Pushes herself out like a little more.
Why is it so dark?
Oh yeah, I'm a doctor too.
I can see.
Let me just.
That's weird.
I can't see anything.
Let me
I don't
adjust
have
the
dark
dynamic
vision,
lighting. Boop, boop, boop. Global illumination on. Boofed.
There we go.
Hi.
What?
Yeah, we've got a which kind of looks you all over. Oh, are you here to see Roquin Mistre?
Yeah.
All right,
Sounds like us.
He's watching the rehearsals right now. He said there'd be some adventuring-looking sorts coming up.
I'd like to.
What would you like, sir?
Oh, I'm not saying anything.
Nope.
I'd like to try to disbelieve an illusion on her.
Okay.
I tried to work out if we're surrounded by drow at the moment.
Sure.
An investigation check.
I think you have to go from poking with that, really. 2?
No.
No.
How's a 2 do ya?
Not very well.
Yeah. I tried to do it from distance. It doesn't work very well.
Yeah. So she's like, alright, just head on through. Don't mind, it's a bit of a mess, but that's just because we're setting up, really. And looks over at Brian and goes, oh, alright, Brian.
Alright, how you doing?
I'm good. We've not got the... No burlesque on tonight, sorry.
Oh, really?
No. Last one got a bit out of hand.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry, but if you don't want people jumping on stage, you shouldn't have the stairs going up to it, you know?
That's why we have the man standing in front of the stairs, Brian.
But he's not strong enough.
He's not working today, luckily. So shouldn't be a problem. Just for future, the girls don't like people covered in lightning charging the stage.
Is this where you learnt your moves, Brian?
May I copy with you?
Must be.
Alright, just head through the corridor past me there, and that'll take you inside.
Oh, don't worry, I know.
What, like down here?
No, where Brian's going, he's got the
up
light.
there. Oh, okay.
Get the fuck back. I mean, you can go that way if you want.
I'll cast Attack Magic.
As I walk past, I say to her, let me know when that production Snow White's finished up. We look forward to that one.
We've got Safrina's booty on at the moment. Actually, that's what they're working on.
Wow, that was a name. All right,
Real quick. Safrina's booty, 100% on there. Yeah, so you make your way inside. You can see it's mostly empty, apart from a few stagehands hanging around. Let me read some descriptive text. On stage, actors walk through their scenes, reading their lines to a mostly empty theatre. The play, Safrina's Booty, is a romantic comedy about a blue-haired madam named Safrina, who runs a thieves' guild out of a feast hall. When the charming sea captain arrives with a hold full of booty from a faraway land, Safrina decides to steal it. Zaniness ensues when she falls in love with the first mate, who is half her age, while the captain falls in love with her. On one side of the stage is a back door resembling the deck of a ship. On the other side is decorated to look like a madam's parlour in a brothel, complete with a gaudy chandelier. Standing on the stage is a woman who looks to be in her late 50s, maybe younger, but covered in makeup, massive, obviously a wig hair, little podgy, but she's in the middle of doing a scene with this guy in a captain's outfit, and she slaps him across the face and ho 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 sings away. You immediately recognize her, Brian, as Westra Moitimer? I'll just put the name there, you can see it. Bloop. Westra Moitimer, that's on her token. Who is a treasure to the Dock Ward's acting side. She has brought you to tears of laughter and sadness multiple times over the years. You used to come here with Briny Bill, and he loved it.
Yeah. Bilgy Bob.
Bilgy Bob, that's the one. As she kind of finishes off her little bit of the scene, you see this man over here with the hat and kind of dressed a bit quite nicely, stands up and applauds like just full like. It's like bravo, bellissima, bellissima, oh fantastic! You truly are a treasure to the whole Duckward. And looks around, sees you all, and goes, good. My business meeting has arrived. Come forwards, one and all.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Can I do like some sort of roll to like see how tragic that performance was, or something like that?
Sure. Wait, no, you're actually. Yeah, you can roll. You also have heard of Westra.
I've heard of her.
Yes.
Have I heard good things?
She's a bit among like,
in my
the
circle.
Lower, like she's kind of seen as a bit of like a. Oh, you know, she caters to the lower performances. But you love the lower performances.
Yeah.
And as
I like the lower music, not quite the acting.
Well, she is actually good. She has +6 to performance. She's pretty decent.
No.
I know you're a player character, all right. It's not fair. Right.
She should probably take that level
you like head off over there. Brynny, you want to like hide in the shadows in the corridor?
I would have tried to if it's not too late.
Yeah, no, it's not too late. Roll a stealth check for me. Great. Roll a wisdom save for me.
Downstairs.
Roll a wisdom save for me. Okay. So basically what happened... Oh, that was chair Reiching, not Brynny's. Brynny, can you roll a wisdom save for me? With disadvantage. Okay. Basically what happened was... the stuff happening on stage got to you, and you laughed. You burst out in laughter, like a silly like bit of... there was a pratfall into a pie, and it just had you like in stitches, and everyone looks and sees you.
And my laugh is this full-on cat thing. It's like...
And the woman from stage actually looks and goes... And shouts across the room, "Thank you, my dear. I am glad you enjoyed my performance."
I look incredibly embarrassed and join the party.
Alright, so you approach this older, kind of roguish-looking fellow who like slumps back in his seat and puts an arm up over the side like, so... I heard you have something for me.
It's a bit bright in here, don't you think? I wink.
He looks at you confused. I mean, it's 20 foot. I mean, 20 foot of it is bright, then 20 foot is dim. I don't know what.
Never mind.
It's a bit dingy, actually. To be fair, they need to really re-up their continual flame spells. But yes, you've got something for me, right?
Might we have?
Oh, then hand it over.
Who? Right, yeah. You make sure it gets to Lady Silverhand.
Yeah, he
right?
leans in and goes, "Don't worry. Hand the stone over to me and it'll get back to Lady Silverhand. And she thanks you for your help. Your debt, consider it paid."
Oh, good, because I really don't like being in debt to really posh, fancy people who could kill me with their pinky finger.
Don't you? Because from what I've heard, my dear, you're one of those posh, fancy people now.
Oi!
Jalasta...
I hold her back.
Jalasta Silvermane sings your praises, says you're an upstanding member of the community.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I've got a golden chamber pot.
Neither do I. Piss in the street like a real man. Ha ha! Anyway.
Yeah.
There's no more of a freeing feeling than that. Amen, brother. Amen.
He fist bumps Harold.
Yeah. Thud.
Anyway, the stone.
Just our debt repaid, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so... stone.
Right, he takes a stone, kind of hefts it in his hand, like, I thank you, my good... He eyes the stone. Looks at it. Lobs it over his shoulder. Ugh. That...
What the hell?
That, my good friends, is one hell of a convincing fake, but not convincing enough. Not by a long amount. Where's the real stone? Come on.
That was all they had.
Well, that's a bugger, isn't it?
Well, unless you wanted a mechanical beholder.
It has disco lights.
At first he was like, no, and then when you said it has disco light, he was like, You didn't even give me a disco light beholder. It's a shame.
I really wanted, but it was a bit,
It's a bit big.
It would have been a bit obvious trying to carry that through the city, unfortunately.
Well, I see. Well, my friends, don't be discouraged. The winds blow in our direction. I've learnt that Fenris Stormcastle was arrested by the City Watch for theft and taken to the courthouse in the Castle Ward to face judgment of the Magister. No doubt he hid the stone before his capture. You must speak to him right away. You'll need to devise some sort of ruse to get in close to Fenris. I urge you against violence, or you might find yourself locked up beside him.
Alright. Can't you get us in? You're obviously in with the Lord's Alliance.
Indeed I am. Well, I'm not. I just help grease those wheels. But Lady Silverhand, you know, he's speaking. I know I'm being very boisterous, but he's makes sure to keep that part kind of quiet. It would be something of a political misstep if she was seen, or her agents were seen, talking to a known criminal. It would hand her in quite some hot water. There are those in the city looking for an excuse to undermine her political position.
Well. So now we gotta get into a jail. Hopefully.
Where's he being kept again?
The courthouse in the Castle Ward. Where the cells down there. Brynny, you've been there before. There's many courthouses in the city, but you were taken to that particular one. And you remember now a angry, like, bearded man catcalling you from a cell. And as you kind of think about it, it's like, yeah, he did kind of look like a Fenris.
Perfect.
What the fuck are the odds?
It's almost like the hand of fate is behind you.
I mean, I didn't have anything to do with him being verbally cock-slapped around the place, but...
So anyway, I'll need to head to that courthouse and get it for me. And he kind of, and he looks kind of and says, just I'm just checking if he has somewhere for you to take it once you're done. Once you've found the stone, just bring it back here. I like to get these performances as often as I can.
So I told the group about that when it happened, so we all know we've got someone who can get us straight in there.
Yeah.
Who do you have who can get you straight in there? Devlin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you can get in touch with him.
Do we still have a snake?
I've got a paper bird.
You do have a paper bird.
Well, looks like we got something to go off now.
Mm.
Good stuff.
And he owes us some favours.
Don't suppose you have any idea when the next production's going to be up and running?
Of Safrina Booty?
Yes.
They're working on it. Week or two.
Oh, brilliant.
From the stage, the woman kind of who's playing the madam shouts out, "You can't rush perfection. Rush perfection. You can't rush perfection."
You can't trust it either.
Gives you a glare. Like, I'm parched. Someone bring me my My honey tea. Somebody does.
There's only one response.
She nods approvingly, like, good.
Remember, offer's still there for me to join in if you need it.
There's like a picture in the back somewhere of Brian with like keep an eye on, like last warning kind of thing on it.
Do not let on stage.
Yeah.
What? Well, I don't know how soon's his charging execution never was meant to happen. Because I'm pretty beat.
Not sure, to be honest. Probably a day or two.
Give us at least one night of sleep. Oh, I'm exhausted after that. Also, kind of stink pretty bad.
I wouldn't take too long if I was you. There's other people looking for this stone. I can't have them finding it first. If they do, well...
Do you know who else knows this?
I'm not sure you need to know that information, to be honest.
Well, I'm just wondering how tough it's going to be.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
So we know what we're looking for when we check over our shoulders.
I think you just need to know what you're after. Don't worry about the rest.
Yeah, alright. What to say, a lot? We head off?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. He gets himself comfy again and keeps watching the show.
What? Pleasure. Oh, say, mate.
See you later. He waves. Gets cozy. And you guys all head off?
Yeah.
Alright. That seems like a good place to end the session.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you, Brian tries to reason with the person at the desk to let Bilgy Bob come back in again.
No.
You know he loves it here.
I mean, he might love it here.
He doesn't get out much.
No.
Hey, gave him an eye patch.
She tells you to try and put an eye patch on the Minotaur.
Maybe we'll
I can make it work.
Thanks.
Alright.
Yeah, it's
Alright. You guys head off, and we'll pick up again next time. Sorry about the slightly, janky internet and,
Yeah, it happens.
It's a bit weird today.
It's in a weird mood. I don't know what it was.
Yep. I can say it's thank God for that good Thunderwave roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was literally life-saving.
Yeah.
Clutch.
I've never encountered troglodytes before. They're fucking nasty.
Yep.
Yeah, they messed up another group I had. Not me running, but our rogue ran ahead and got jumped by a bunch of them, and just
Oof.
I think the GM just stopped rolling attacks when they fell down because they could have just torn him up, sort of thing. So
Sometimes just do that.
they've only got 11 AC and 13 hit points, but they do have free attacks, which for a CR
Yeah.
1/2 monster, wherever they are, is quite a lot.
Yep. It's
Well,
be
it's
slow.
I was rolling pretty well too.
Yeah.
Cool.